Dear students, today I am taking your magnetic effect of current as per the CBSE syllabus from your NCERT book for class. Let us see the slide show. Chapter 13, Magnetic Effect of Electric Current. We know that an electric current carrying wire behaves like a magnet. Now we shall think, what is magnet? Magnet is an object that attracts objects made of iron, cobalt and nickel. Magnet comes to rest in north-south direction when suspended freely. We see in the experiment in the diagram attached here, in this diagram, that the needle is deflected. This needle is deflected. What does it mean? It means that electric current through the copper wire has produced a magnetic effect, because this copper wire, due to the flow of electricity, produces a magnetic field, and this needle is also a kind of magnet. So when both comes together, they start reacting. Thus we can say that electricity and magnetism are linked to each other. Then what about the reverse possibility of an electric effect of moving magnets? We will see it in later. Use of magnets. Magnets are used in refrigerator, in radio and stereo speakers, in audio and video cassette players, in children's toys, and on hard disks and floppies. You may see here types of artificial magnets: bar magnets, magnet, needle, and lastly the magnet compass. Now this is again an experiment. This conductor is having a current, and below that we have kept the needle. Here also the conductor is there, and below that needle is placed. When the direction of current is in this way means flowing over the needle, then from south to north, then this needle will reflect towards the north to south, and in this case it is passing in the opposite direction from north to south, then the needle will deflect towards east. Hans Christian Ørsted, one of the leading scientists of 19th century, played a crucial role in understanding electromagnetism. In 1820, he accidentally discovered that a compass needle got deflected when an electric current passed through a metallic wire placed nearby, as we have seen previously in this diagram. Now through this observation, Ørsted showed that electricity and magnetism were related phenomena. His research later created technology such as the radio, television and fiber optics. The unit of magnetic field strength is named the Ørsted in his honor. Here you can see a conductor is carrying current from north to south, and deflection is taking place, and similarly from south to north, deflection in the magnetic needle is taking place. Now magnetic field and field lines. The influence of force surrounding a magnet is called magnetic field. In the magnetic field, the force exerted by a magnet can be detected using a compass or any other magnet. The magnetic field is represented by magnetic field lines. These are the magnetic field lines. They are originating from north going towards the south in outer, and inside the magnet they are from south to north. So the imaginary lines of magnetic field around a magnet are called field lines or field line of magnet. When iron filings are allowed to settle around a bar magnet, they get arranged in a pattern which mimics the magnetic field lines. Field lines of a magnet can also be detected using a compass. Magnetic field is a vector quantity, that is, it has both direction and magnitude. Now, direction of field lines outside the magnet, the direction of magnetic field lines is taken from north to south. Inside the magnet, the direction of is from south to north. Strength of magnetic field. The closeness of field lines shows the relative strength of magnetic field. That is, closer lines show stronger magnetic field and vice versa. Crowded, these are the places crowded field lines near the poles of magnets show more strength. Properties of magnetic field lines. They do not intersect each other. It is taken by convention that magnetic field lines emerge from North Pole and merge at South Pole inside the magnet. Their direction is from South Pole to North Pole. Therefore, magnetic field lines are closed curves. Magnetic field lines due to current, a current carrying state conductor. The current carrying state conductor has magnetic field in the form of concentric circles around it. Magnetic field of current carrying state conductor can be shown by magnetic field lines. The direction of magnetic field through a current carrying conductor depends upon the direction of flow electric current. The relative strength of the magnet field is shown by degree of closeness of the field lines. The field is stronger, that is, the force acting on the pole of another magnet placed is greater where the field lines are crowded. Now two field lines are found to cross each other. No two field lines are found to cross each other. Here you can see these are the field lines, they are not crossing each other. If they did, it would mean that at the point of intersection, the compass needle would point towards the two directions, which is not possible. Let a current carrying conductor be suspended vertically and electric current is R flowing from the south to north, as you see in these two rings. In this case, the direction of magnetic field will be anti-clockwise. This is here, anti-clockwise direction is anti-clockwise. If the direction of magnetic field in relation to the direction of electric current through a straight conductor can be depicted by using right hand thumb rules. It is known as Maxwell's corkscrew rule. This you can see here very clearly. This is screw. In this screw, if we put in this way, then it will go down. So motion is clockwise. So direction magnetic field, direction of current is this, and if the direction of current is towards the thumb, then magnetic fields will be anti-clockwise. Now these are the figures which will show you clearly. And now right hand thumb rule. In the right hand thumb rule, now Maxwell's right hand thumb rule, the direction of the current is given by Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. If the current carrying conductor is gripped with right hand in such a way that the thumb gives the direction of the current, then the direction of the finger gives the direction of the magnetic field, as in this case. Here I am holding this pencil. The direction of my thumb is the direction of current passing through this pencil as a wire. And then it will be the right hand thumb rules. These fingers where they are pointing will show the magnetic. As you can see, in case of circular current carrying conductor, the magnetic field lines would be in the form of concentric circles around it. Since magnetic field lines tend to remain closer when near to the conductor, so the magnetic field would be stronger near the periphery of the loops. On the other hand, the magnetic field lines would be distant from each other when we move towards the center of the current carrying loop. Finally, at the center, the arcs of the big circle would appear as a straight line. As you see here, these are showing as a straight line. Now, clock face rule. A current carrying loop works like a disc magnet. The polarity of this magnet can be easily understood with the help of clock face rule. If the current is flowing in anti-clockwise direction, then the face of the loop shows North Pole. On the other hand, if the current is flowing in clockwise direction, then the face of the loop shows South Pole. Magnetic field and number of turns. If it is number of turns are increased, the strength is also increased. The strength of magnetic field at the center of the loop depends on first the radius of the coil, second the number of turns in the coil, and third is strength of the current flowing in the coil. As you see here, magnetic field due to current in a solenoid. Here you see these are in a anti-clockwise direction. The current is flowing in anti-clockwise direction. So this is South Pole, and here it is flowing clockwise, then it is North Pole. So this we can see very easily. Magnetic field, the area around a magnet in which other magnet feels force of attraction or repulsion, is called magnetic field. Magnetic field lines, the closed curved imaginary lines in the magnetic field which indicates the direction of motion of North Pole in the magnetic field if a magnet is free to do so. Properties of magnetic field lines. Magnetic field lines originate from the North Pole of a magnet and ends at the South Pole. Magnetic field lines are denser near the poles but rarer at the other places. Magnetic field lines do not intersect one another. Oester's experiment. According to experiment, a current carrying wire creates a magnetic field around it. Direction of magnetic field depends on the direction of current in the conductor. Now, electromagnet. You see this diagram here. Soft iron is wrapped with the insulated wire, coil of insulated wire. The current is flowing from this side, as you can see, in this direction. So this is South Pole and this is North Pole. Similarly, this experiment shows a bar magnet is hanged here, and this is the shoe magnet. It is slightly placed inside this shoe magnet. North and South poles are there. This is connected with the wire in a circuit. As soon as you pass the current will flow through this, and magnetic lines will be in this direction. So there will be interaction with each other, and this magnet will start moving in and out. Fleming's left hand rule. If the direction of electric current is perpendicular to the magnetic field, the direction of force is also perpendicular to both of them. Fleming's left hand rule states that if left hand is stretched in a way that the index finger, as you see here, the middle finger, this is index finger, this is middle finger, and thumb are in mutual perpendicular as I saw in the previous diagram, and middle finger of a stretched left hand show the direction of magnetic field and direction of electric current respectively, and the thumb shows the direction of motion or force acting on the conductor. The direction of electric current, magnetic field and force are similar to three mutual axes X, Y and Z, and many devices such as electric motor, electric generator, loudspeaker etc. work on Fleming's left hand rule. Magnetism in medicine. An electric current always produces a magnetic field. Even weak current that travel along the nerve cells in our body produce magnetic field. When we touch something, our nerves carry an electric impulse to the muscles we need to use. This impulse produces a temporary magnetic field. These fields are very weak and are about 1 billion of the Earth's magnetic field. Two main organs in human body where the magnetic field produced is significant are heart and brain. The magnetic field inside the body forms the basics of obtaining the images of different body parts. This is done using technique called MRI, magnetic resonance imaging. MRI analysis of these images help in medical diagnosis. Magnetism has therefore got important use in medicine. Electric motor. This is clearly shown here. Electric motor, a device that converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. It is of two types, AC and DC motor. Principles of electric motor is when a rectangular coil, this is the rectangular coil here, is placed between the magnetic field, north to south, magnetic field is there, and current is passed through it, and current is passed through this rectangular coil which rotates it continuously, and that starts rotating it. With the rotation of the coil, the shaft attached to this is also rotating. Construction. Armature is there. Commutator or split rings, magnet, sliding contacts, battery, and the uses of motion. Motors are used in electric fans, used for pumping water, used for various toys. The working, let us see the working of this. In this diagram we can understand working. Here, when an electric current is supplied to the coil of the magnetic motor, this magnetic motor, electric current is supplied, it gets deflected because of magnetic field. This is the magnetic field, and its magnetic field will also be produced, and as it reaches the halfway, as this reaches the halfway, this means this armature is moving halfway. As it reaches the halfway, the split ring, which acts as a commutator, reverses immediately direction, and direction of current is this way, then it will come back on the other way, means flow from B to A. Firstly it is moving from A to B, and when this will reach halfway, this will start coming from B to A. The direction will reverse, and this will continue. By that time this rectangular coil goes on rotating. Thus the coil completes one rotation around the axle. Continuation of this process keeps the motor in rotation. In commercial motor, electromagnet instead of permanent magnet and armature is used. Armature is a soft iron core with large number of conducting wires turns around it. In this way, the one armature who has the so many turns, only here one turn is shown, and but that will have the many turns. So wire turns, if larger number of turns of conducting wire enhances the magnetic field produced by armature. Now, electromagnetic induction. Michael Faraday, an English physicist, is supposed to have studied the generation of current, electric current, using a magnetic field and a conductor. Electricity production as a result of magnetism is called electromagnetic induction. When a conductor is set to move inside the magnetic field, or magnetic field is set to be changing around a conductor, electric current is induced. You see in this, this is the solenoid coil and it is connected with the galvanometer. We are moving simply the magnet inside and outside. When we will bring it inside, its deflection will be on right side. If we bring back, its diffraction will be on the other side. But if we keep inside it, there will be no deflection. Similarly, here in this way, you can see the north and south pole magnet is going insert into this. This is also the coil. Here it is well illustrated. Here it is diagrammatically shown. And in this case, this is attached with the battery. This is the coil 1. Coil will induce current in the coil 2, and this can be seen by the galvanometer. With this, these two are not connected together, but still there will be induction of current. Here, this is the galvanometer instrument. It measures very slight amount of current very easily. Here the same thing. This is the coil. We are inserting magnet inside it. The galvanometer is showing deflection. In this diagram also the same process is happening in both the cases. Now here Michael Faraday was an experimental physicist. He had no formal education. He worked in a bookbinding shop. During his early years, he used to read books that came for binding. This way, Faraday developed his interest in science. He got an opportunity to listen to some public lectures by Humphrey Davy of Royal Institute. He made careful notes of Davy's lectures and sent them to Davy. Soon he was made an assistant in Davy's laboratory at the Royal Institute. Faraday made several path-breaking discoveries that include electromagnetic induction and the laws of electrolysis. Several universities conferred on him the honorary degree, but he turned down such honors. Faraday loved his science work more than any honor. This is the electrolysis and this is simply magnetic induction. As we have seen earlier, this is producing the magnetic effect. Magnetic lines are forming around it, and due to this, coil B is getting current, and that is shown by or observed by galvanometer. Fleming's right hand rule. Electromagnetic induction can be explained with the help of Fleming's right hand rule. If the right hand is stretched in a way same as we have seen for the left hand rule, this forefinger will show the direction of magnetic field. This middle finger is in the direction of current. Then this thumb will show movement of the conductor. They are arranged in X, Y, Z, and here it is shown thumb motion, forefinger field, and this middle finger induced current. Similarly here it is also the same way. We are using thumb in this direction, the direction of current will be along the finger's direction. This is electric generator. As we see in motor, a device that converts mechanical energy into electrical energy is called electric generator. Electric generators are of two types, AC and DC. The construction is quite similar, only difference is here, when the armature moves with a magnetic field, it is the complete. These are the complete rings, and in that case it was the split ring. Here we can see very clearly this split brush is there. Similarly, brushes are on this side. They are continuously touching these rings, and the galvanometer will show the electric current produced in this way. Direction of current changes once in every rotation. Due to this, the electric generator usually produces alternate current AC. To convert an AC generator into DC generator, a split ring commutator is used. This helps in producing direct current. Electrical generator is used to convert mechanical energy to electrical energy. Now we will see the difference between AC and DC. Alternate current, in which the direction is changed periodically, is called alternate current. In India, most of the power stations generate alternate current. The direction of current changes after every 1/100 second in India. That is, frequency of AC in India is 50 Hz. AC is transmitted up to a long distance without much loss of energy. It is advantage of AC over DC. DC means direct current. Current that flows in one direction only is called direct current. Electrochemical cells produce direct current. Advantages of AC over DC. Cost of generator of AC is much less than that of DC. AC can be easily converted to DC. AC can be controlled by use of choke, which involves less loss of power, whereas DC can be controlled using resistances, which involves high energy loss. AC can be transmitted over long distances without much loss of energy. AC machines are stout and durable and do not need much maintenance. But there are certain disadvantages. AC cannot be used for electrolysis process for showing electromagnetism, as it reverses the polarity. AC is more dangerous than DC. Yes, here it is the wave of the AC. 50 times it is moving up, 50 times on the direction is changing. But here the direction is continuously unidirectional. Now we will talk about the domestic electric circuits. Domestic electric circuit, we receive electricity supply through mains supported through the poles or cables in our houses. We receive AC electric power of 220 volt with a frequency of 50 Hz. The three wires are live wire, red color, neutral wire, black color, earth wire, green color. Live wire is positive, neutral wire is negative, and earth wire for safety measures to ensure that any leakage of current to metallic body does not give any serious shock to user. The short circuit and overloading. Short circuit is caused by touching of live wires and neutral wires, and sudden a large current flows. When these two wires connect each other, then sudden large current flows. It happens due to damage of insulation in power lines, a fault in an electrical appliances. Overloading. The overheating of electrical wire in any circuit is due to the flow of large current through it, is called overloading of the electrical circuit. A sudden large amount of current flows through the wire which causes overheating of the wire and may cause fire also. To prevent that, we use electrical fuse. Is a protective device used for protecting the circuit from short circuiting and overloading. It is a piece of thin wire material having a low melting point. These are the glass cover and these are the metal caps, and this is the fuse. This fuse is always used connected in series to electric circuit. Fuse is always connected to the beginning of an electric circuit. Fuse works on heating effect. Now we will see how electricity comes to your home. So here, this is the main supply. Live wire is coming here. This fuse is attached to this, and then this is supplying to each devices. Each devices has its on off button, and this is the neutral wire which is going throughout that. Let us see. This is what? Neutral and live wire is coming. Live wire has all the switches, and this neutral wire is directly connected to all the appliances directly. If this bulb is to open from here, the socket is here, and in this way we can see live, neutral and earth. Earth wire is also attached to all of them to minimize the effect of current if somebody touches that. Now, a compass needle is a small magnet. It one end which points towards north is called North Pole, and the other end which points towards south is called South Pole. A magnetic field exists in the region surrounding magnet, in which the force of magnet can be detected. Field lines are used to represent a magnetic field. A field line is the path along which a hypothetical free north pole would tend to move. The direction of them, a magnetic field at a point, is given by direction that a north pole placed at that point would take. Now this finishes my lecture on the topic which we have seen earlier, the magnetic effect of electric current. At the last I tried to give you the summary which I taught you. This summary can be seen at the last of your lesson, and that can be understood what we have studied. These are the very important points. I hope you understand this chapter. If you have any problem, you can give your suggestions in the comment box, and if you like my video, please like it and see again and again to understand, because I have given the full detail of the lesson. I hope you understand it. I am very thankful to you.